All right, a good way to bounce back for us. You know, Belmont's a good team. We have nothing but respect for them. They're picked to finish first in the Missouri Valley Conference. But I think our crowd was outstanding today. I mean, we have such a really good home court advantage. And man, when that third quarter we got in that roll and Caitlin hit those threes, I mean, the place was so loud. It's so great. It's such a fun environment to play in. So they were great. I thought our defense was really good today. You know, held them to 36% shooting, 27 from three. Destiny Wells is the preseason favorite, best player in the Missouri Valley. And we did a really good job on her. You know, held her to 9 points. She was 4 for 17 from the field. So thought we did a really good job defensively. Caitlin, of course, had the double-double. Always nice to see. And Monika had 11 rebounds. So some good things out there. Plus, I thought our bench came in and did a good job again.
Caitlin, tell us about, you know, the ankle from Thursday night to this morning. What was that journey like?
Yeah, obviously super frustrating and not really how we wanted the K-State game to end in a lot of different ways, but, you know, kind of just a freak thing that you can't control. I didn't step on the girl's foot. Like, my ankle just kind of gave out when I ripped to drive to the basket, and, you know, there's nothing you can really do in that situation. I still kind of got the ball to McKenna, and we kind of had a chance to score still. But at the same time, it probably shouldn't have came down to that. But I think it was a really good learning opportunity for all of us. And then, obviously, like, coming back here, we have the best medical facilities, some of the best medical facilities in the country. So, you know, talked to a doctor, was pretty fine. Like, obviously, the normal swelling, bruising, but not a lot of pain. So I knew I was going to be able to go today, which was good because I definitely did not want to sit out. But I mean, I feel really good right now. And then obviously, the blow to the face wasn't great either. But it's fine. It gets you ready for Big Ten basketball. So that's all that matters.
Yeah, you've been keeping the trainers busy in game just as much as after the game. Just when something like that happens, how do you kind of recalibrate and regroup and
yeah, I think it definitely kind of shakes you up a little bit, I think, you know, especially when it's at the beginning of the game. That's the second time that's kind of happened this year. But I think, you know, just relying on your teammates, finding the easy stuff when you check back into the game. But, you know, that's why we have a great bench. I thought our bench did really good tonight. We went a little deeper. They came in, gave really good minutes, competed on the defensive end. And that's all you can ask. I think people step up and aren't afraid when Coach Bluder calls their number. And I think that's, you know, going to benefit us down the line because, you know, just like last year, you never know when injuries are going to strike, sickness is going to strike. You got to be able to go to your bench, but you know, I think just settling back into the game, and we knew the second half was going to be good for us, and I think what led to that was our defense. That really led to our offense, and that's the reason we won the game.
So was it just a lot of ice and elevation and ibuprofen and all that stuff?
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, basically just that, and you know, getting it rubbed out, all that, exercising it the best I could, keeping it compressed. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be the same stuff. Every time I keep doing that, it just weakens my ankle. So, you know, you just kind of got to keep, you know, strengthening it, getting it better. But our trainer does a really good job. You know, she's always there around the clock, comes in, gives me extra treatment. But as I said, I feel really good. It didn't hinder me at all tonight, so that was good.
Did you get? Is that mark there from today?
Yeah.
So in that, is your nose okay, or is it just
a
superficial
it's all right.
thing?
It's like pretty
It bled
deep
a lot.
cut. I don't really know. Probably put some glue on it, maybe a stitch. But
Kate's mask.
I told Kate do not bring that anywhere near me because I'm not wearing that. But no, I mean, it was kind of my own fault. I went for a steal and she didn't mean to hit me with her elbow. It's kind of just the stuff that happens in basketball. But you know, got back out there and it didn't really bother us too much. So that's all you can ask.
Coach, you're usually happiest when you have 4 or 5 people in double figures. Tonight you had 1. You know, is it just another way to win a game?
Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, I love balance, but I thought our minutes were really balanced tonight, so that was good. But, you know, they really slowed the game down. And that's why our score was so low, that we didn't have as many possessions this game as we usually have. You know, they were really walking the ball down the court, and, you know, that's a good way to defend us, right? We can't score if we don't have the ball in our hands, so I do think that hindered us a little bit.
In some ways, is it good to have a game like this somewhere along the way?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think it's good. I mean, you know, they tried to throw a press at us one time. We burned that. That was so pretty. I mean, it's just good to get different things, to see different things. And there's some things we can go to the film tonight and learn from, so it's good.
Monika, I know you guys weren't happy with the rebounding effort against Kansas State. What would you say about, you had 11 rebounds, but the whole team, just the rebounding effort today?
Oh yeah, I thought, 1 through 5, we did such a good job of finding our player and boxing out, and especially in the zone, we did a really nice job. So that's been a big focal point for us. And I think it just shows like we're so capable of it. We just have to keep doing it every single night, day in, day out. But yeah, I was super happy, super proud of the team with how we rebounded tonight.
Caitlin, the stretch at the end of the third where you hit the back-to-back threes and then the steal and the layup, did that kind of feel like kind of breaking through for today? You know, you get the crowd in it for the first time today. What did that moment do in terms of spilling down the stretch?
Yeah, I think, anytime you can use your crowd to the best of your ability is really, really good. And, give them something to get excited about, and that's exactly what they did. They got loud, they helped us on defense, and like I said, the only reason I made those shots is because I think one was from a turnover, the other was from a missed shot. I got the rebound that turned into a long three. But they were loud. If it wasn't for our fans, who knows if we win that game. I think they're incredible. I think we have the best fans in the country, and I think the crowd's going to just keep growing every single game we come in here. But, when we go on little runs like that, that's really Iowa basketball at its finest. That's what we can do every single day out here. But like I said, it starts on defense for us. That's what led to all those easy buckets there in the third quarter.
Lisa, against Kansas State, you were able to get the lead up to 8-9 a few times. They kept coming back, tying it up. Today you weren't able to get it up to 15 maybe like you would have liked, but you were able to keep Belmont from getting it to 1 or 2 points or even tying it. What was the difference today?
The difference, I think our defense was a lot better today. I really think it came down to that. The defensive numbers, I thought, were just so much better today. We valued the ball a little bit better. We only had 7 turnovers today. That's pretty good in a 40-minute game, so I think that's good. Against Kansas State, our turnovers led to all easy scores for them. And we didn't have those kind of easy, those gimmies off the turnovers today.
Lisa, I think Sunday afternoon is always kind of a hard draw to get fans to a game at 2 o'clock. Tell me about the difference you've seen from 20 years ago, a Sunday afternoon game at Iowa women's basketball, to where you guys are now.
I actually think Sunday afternoons are great days for games. I think Sunday afternoon, that's women's basketball time, and so I think they've always been some of our best attended games on Sundays because people can come from farther away. But we're at a different level now than we were 20 years ago, for sure, in all of our attendance on every single night.
What did you think of their defense? What they tried to do. Obviously, Monika didn't get the number of shots you'd like, but
I thought Bart had a great game plan coming in here. I really do. I think he's a very good coach, and I think he did a really super job. But when you have Caitlin and Monika on the floor at the same time, along with I know McKenna didn't shoot as well tonight as she is, but she is so capable. We're just hard to guard in that way, just because we do have the inside-outside attack, and they took away the inside a little bit, but and if we wouldn't have shot so poorly, we were getting good threes the first half. We shot 10% the first half. Second half, we shot 46%, so they finally started going down for us, and that feels good.
Caitlin, does a win like this against a team like Belmont further solidify the importance to you all about not taking any opponent for granted and taking one game at a time?
Yeah, we knew Belmont was a tremendous team. I think they were 1 shot away from making the Sweet 16 last year, and then obviously they had Louisville, I think, a week ago on their home court, and they had plenty of chances to win that game too. So we did not overlook Belmont by any means. We knew they were a great team. We experienced IUPUI coming in here last year and beating us around this time, so by no means did we overlook them, and we knew this is the type of team you see in the NCAA tournament, so we wanted to treat it just like that, and I thought we did just that. We adjusted well. They kind of played slow, which isn't a style we always see, but I think we really, kind of made some changes and played well versus them, but I think, it showed. We're capable versus anybody, no matter who they are, and I think just taking that step forward and then obviously taking it in the rest of the until Christmas break, we have a really tough schedule. So I think just using this and taking a step forward today will be huge for us.
On defense, you switched a little bit between man and zone. Tell me about sort of the thinking behind that.
Yeah, we just we believe in both defenses. We chart it on the bench, so we know exactly how they're doing against each defense and how we're boxing out in each defense as well. It also sometimes depends on who's on the floor for the other team. If shooters leave the floor, we're going to go more zone. If shooters are on the floor, maybe we'll go more player. So it's all based on a lot of different things, but mostly it's charted and what's working for us. And then we did a little bit of mixing it up and one possession being one possession being another, and that just trying to keep them off balance a little bit. Thanks. Thank you.